Sounds like he's got more work. What? Oh, sorry. Just the Terramorph attack. I'm lucky to still be here.
You're here because you need something you can connect with. I'm sure you already know there's no one-size-fits-all solution for personal firearms. Please, take a look.
This is for you. Well, I see your parents didn't skimp on your P's and Q's. I spotted it on our last planetary foray. All part of the service. Hey, I'm gonna pick things up one way or the other. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Who knows? Check in with me now and again and I might find more. Alright, let's get back to that bank vault. Certainly. There's no next. I want to be exploring until they pry the boots off my cold dead feet. I mean, Cora will go to university, and the price tag there is scarier than any jam we've been in. But for me, my truest love is the next star, the next horizon. I've seen my fair share of scrapes. Actually, a triple share with a massive bonus worth. Some folks say I'm the luckiest man alive after making it through some real whoppers. The trick is to always keep a cool head. Impulsiveness, fear, adrenaline, all those will get you jumpy. You get too jumpy, your target could be 5 in front of you and you'll miss every time. Cora has the complete top-of-its-class learning videos and lessons. And I have to occasionally do some of the old homeschooling. Fortunately, mainly it's the videos. Around when she was 7, she could already see the cracks in my knowledge. Come to think of it, I think she's doing an introductory college course in astrophysics. Not being graded, like, for fun. She's so weird. There's so many planets, moons, celestial phenomena out there. Most captains just sail through the Great Black, not even really looking, appreciating. A lot of the time touching down on a virgin planet can be, well, uneventful. But every now and then, you see something no human has ever laid eyes on. That is what I live for. Goodbye.
Collective space. Hold while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Up at the front, if you need it.
A mirror wolf at the Low House could really use someone helpful like you.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor?
Sometime. Looks like the Marshal's run of keeping Galbank safe is broken. I'm sure he won't let it happen again.
Well? Yeah, not in a long time.
If I can ever help, just
Not
swing
since
on by.
you were born.
What was it like?
Terrible. It was terrible. You stay away from that stuff, Cora. Trust me, it's the worst.
There are heirlooms within our vault that date back centuries, to the earliest days of the city. It's quite remarkable, really. You can be assured that our vault is the most secure place in the city to store anything valuable. In a word, heirlooms. Some of the old families, those descended from the city founders, store objects of value here. Yes, we've got items in our vault that have been passed down from generation to generation. I like to think that the entire heritage of Aquila City is stored right here for safekeeping. And me? Well, I'm the protector of that heritage. Not as much as we used to. Ever since Marshal Blake took charge of the Rangers, well, things have been a lot quieter. There was a time those lock gang boys would be in here so often, we used to joke they ought to just open accounts. Gotta hand it to Marshal Blake, though. He's really got them on the run. One thing I can't say is I've never been a hostage before, and well, I think I've had my fill of that for a while. glad to have your patronage.
Alright. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming. He's just a bitter old man, interfering in what's none of his business. There we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate when we landed. Cora's gonna be so mad. Because I told her we wouldn't have time to check in with her. Look, I was trying not to do this, okay? We really gotta do this. I know, it's just... it's personal. You're not wrong. Alright, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know? God, that's the worst part. They're thick as thieves. Last thing I need is Jacob in her life. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. It's, code tradition. Alright, shall we? That's the Rock, Ranger Central. Not a bad bar, too.
Hi, how you doing?
Finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? And what's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop. There's only one place a Co ought to be. And it ain't out there in the Starfield doing Lord knows what. Putting our future at risk.
I got just as much right to those maps as anyone else in this family.
That's exactly right, Sam. We all share Solomon's legacy. Only some of us are around to live up to it, and some of us aren't.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
I hope Cora doesn't get too much underfoot. Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options. No, I don't. It's just... It's been a while, but this is how it goes. Every time. No. I mean, this is no place for her, okay? The less time she spends with Jacob, the better. Yeah, like I said before, they're thick as thieves. Can you imagine what that bitter old mule would do to her head if she hung around more? I made a decision a long time ago about how my little girl gets raised. And it doesn't include Jacob Coe, okay? Leave it at that. Damn it. Fine. We'll go get her. If there's any other options, I'd appreciate doing those first.
What is it this time, Constellation? You mean besides the fact that you're some independent group that doesn't know where your loyalties lie? Or are you referring to the fact that my granddaughter lives in your clubhouse rather than in her family home? Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here. Well, it's not your place to butt in. You think I'm not trying to help him? Solomon did more than just take off when it suited him. He built things, inspired others. I'm not flapping my jaw one more second over this. The answer's no. What do you want, Constellation? You mean besides the fact that you're some independent, or are you referring to... Well, that's not your decision, is it? Not liking your attitude. Well, it's not your place to butt in. You think I'm not trying to help him? This isn't getting us anywhere. I'm not flapping my jaw one more second over this. What do you want, Constellation? You mean besides the fact that you're some independent group that doesn't know where your loyalties lie? Or are you referring to the fact that my granddaughter lives in your clubhouse rather than in her family home? Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here. You really believe that, don't you? You think I'm not trying to help him? Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps. They're in the other room, here. Key.
Let's see if we can find the empty nest. Alright, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh boy. That's a problem. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shaw Gang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank. Criminal groups in Aquila always find a way. But they usually have to keep on the move to avoid the Ashta. Well, it could just be a coincidence, as the cave we want happens to be where the Shaw Gang runs around. But something doesn't feel right. Well, just remember, it's about the artifact, not them. Hurting bad guys puts a smile on your face, that's a bonus. Let's get to that cave.
You have what you wanted, now off with you.
actually met a guy who finished the Red Mile. He lost an eye in the process, but he...
Outside the wall, things get dicey. Hostile are no joke, even for us.
The building there needs work, but it could make for a very good home.
Any paperwork we need to file to clear it out? Is it zoned for commercial use?
This isn't the UC. As long as you are courteous to the neighbors, do what you like.
We're still waiting on the loan from Galbank.
I must warn you, ma'am, that folk in Aquila are very particular about doing business with the UC.
When they see our prices, I'm sure they'll come around.
As you see.
The scanner is Constellation's best friend. What's the readout?